Mr. Chair, sundan ko lang po yung binanggit po ni Attorney Trixie about protected speech. I don't know the specifics of what Ms. Joey said. Be that as it may, Mr. Chair, kung yung pong mga binanggit niya ay nakapatungkol po sa official function, then it is warranted. If it pertains to the personal po na buhay, then it is unwarranted. Naiintindihan po namin yung predicament, Mr. Chair, ng mga congressman natin, ng mga public official natin na talagang nasa scrutiny ng taong bayan. Pero hinihingi rin po ng taong bayan, lalong-lalo na ng mga manggagawa, ang pag-intindi po ng ating mga congressmen doon sa kung ano yung nararamdaman at ano yung pakiramdam, emosyon ng mga tao patungkol doon sa function po ng ating mga public official. I believe yung mga binanggit po ni Ms. Joey, it is part of protected speech. And I think doon po pwede tayong magkaisa. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Meron pa. Yes, Miss,
Mr. Chair, good afternoon po. Yung tungkol po sa sinabi ni, pagsasamahin ko na po yung tatlo, no? Ni Ma'am Joey, ni Attorney Trixie, at saka ni Sir Elijah. Kami po na mga content creators, nasa public eye din po kami, gaya po ninyo. So, whatever content or opinions that we also post online, nakaka-receive din po kami ng mga gaya ninyo na masasakit na salita. Kaya naiintindihan po namin kung saan din kayo nanggagaling. However, ang difference lang po natin, ang atake sa amin personal, ang atake po sa inyo, on your official function. Ngayon, ang masasabi ko lang po siguro pagdating sa bagay na yan, kami po, pinapabayaan po namin yung mga haters namin at saka bashers to air out what they think and feel about what we say. Hindi ko naman din po sinasabi na dapat ganun din po kayo. It so happen lang that sa inyo po, pagdating sa mga nasasabi nyo po, sa mga press briefing nyo po, sa press con nyo, or even sa mga pinapublish sa news, sa aming mga content creator, naka-anchor kami lagi kung ano lang po ang nasasabi ninyo.
Mr. Chair, Ms. Batalya,
yes,
gusto ko lang pong banggitin din, no? Alam mo, natanggap ko itong mga bagay na ito since Quadcom days, eh. Hindi ako binabas ng sino man bago ang Quadcom. Bakit kaya? Di ba?
Share if I may.
Hindi ako nababas, eh. Oo, ngayon lang talaga. Hindi ko alam kung bakit, eh. Oo, yun ang gusto kong sabihin sana sa inyo. Di ba? Yes,
Manuel Mata po. Mr. Chair,
yes, Mr. Mata, yes.
That is exactly the point kung bakit hindi po tayo nakafocus dapat dun sa mga protected naman na speeches ng mga tao. But the reason of frustration, ano po yung context, bakit po nasabi yun? Ni frustrate, bakit niya po nasabi yun? And yun po yung masolusyonan natin. I think dun po sana tayo nakafocus, and I think yun yung rason kung bakit sinasabi ng batas natin na dapat hindi onion-skinned yung mga government official para nakafocus tayo doon sa totoong problema and cause of frustration ng mga tao.
Mr. Chair, sinabi ko na hindi ako onion skin, di ba?
Yes po, Mr. Chair. The fact that you are here talking with us
Yes.
With this kind of respect is, I agree.
Kaya, Mr. Chair, hindi ko talaga, since the time na yung Quadcom, hindi ako nagsalita ng anuman sa inyo o nag-vlog sa akin. Miss Joey, hindi ka nakarinig sa akin anuman salita, di ba? Miss Joey, you have never heard me say anything against you or about you. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair, we do not know each other personally.
Ayun. And then, ganito. I have never said anything about you, nor anything that you have said against me. Am I right?
Sorry, Mr. Chair?
I have never said anything about you or anything against you, even if you said something against me. Am I right?
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Yun. Yun ang gusto kong sabihin sa inyo.
Yung mga tao na because of their frustration ay nakapagsasabi po ng hindi tama. Gusto ko lang sabihin na yung frustrations wouldn't give you the right to violate the law. Hindi po nakapagbibigay ng karapatan sa isang tao na mag-violate ng law because of his frustrations. Because there are avenues, legal or provided by law, para ma-express nyo yung frustrations ninyo. That is precisely the reason why the freedom of expression is not absolute.
Mr. Chair, meron po bang ibang vloggers na gustong magsalita tungkol dito?
Do you have any statement to the social media personalities regarding the issue on Ms. Cruz? Ms. Cruz, just curious, are you a voter of Honorable Abante?
No, no,
So you're
Mr.
not a
Chair.
registered voter in the district of Honorable Abante?
No, Mr. Chair.
And as you have said earlier, you do not know him personally.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And he does not know you personally.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
So, bakit na nyo naisip na atakihin si Honorable Abante? Just curious.
Because the action is not really limited. The performance and the performance of Congressman Abante being part of several committees that affects national issues.
But why are
I
you
got to know
interested
him.
particularly, specifically to Mr. Honorable Abante, considering that you are not a voter of Honorable Abante? Ano pong interest ninyo?
The issues that he tackles in his committee memberships and chairmanships are issues that are affecting the Philippines at large.
So in short, you have something against him because you have singled him out. There are 314 congressmen here, pero mukhang ang paborito mo si Honorable Abante.
That is incorrect, Your
Mr. Chair,
Honor,
paborito
Mr.
din niya sa
Chair.
Ace Barbers.
Because there are other congressmen that I give my observations to, and it's not limited to Honorable Congressman Abante. So he's not singled out, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, palaging sinasabi ni Ms. Cruz yung observation. I hope, Ms. Cruz, you know, okay lang yung observation. For example, like, I hate Congressman Abante. Okay yan. I do not like Congressman Abante. Okay yan. I don't agree with Congressman Abante. That's fine. Pero yung tatawagin mo kung gago at isasampal mo sa... Teka, gusto ko nang tanungin. Gusto kong malaman, ano ba isasampal mo sa akin? Sabi mo isasampal ko ito sa bugumukha mo. So, pakiklaro nga sa committee ito kung ano yung isasampal mo sa bugumukha ko?
Like I said earlier, Mr. Chair, I would like to know when that was posted. And perhaps, it's very likely, Mr. Chair,
That
I
was
posted
posted
such...
on YouTube.
Mr. Chair, it's very likely, Mr. Chair, that I said something like that.
We
And
are
that's
checking it now.
Very likely, the one that is going to be slapped on your face is... it's very likely that I'm referring to facts.
Oo
It's
nga.
very likely that I'm referring
Mr.
to
Chair,
facts.
talagang hindi ko akalain, sasabihin niya sa akin to kung ang, Mr. Chair, kung ang misis ko magsasabi niyan, tanggap ko yan. Pero si Miss Joey, hindi ko naman po siya kilala talaga Ito ito pa, mayroon sasabihin ako sa inyo. Yung gusto kong tanungin din naman, yung ating mga researcher dito ng Press One. So what do you think of Miss Cruz? What do you think of her statements? Everything that she said? Mga researcher po kayo ng Press One. Can you say something about that?
Press One, can you please answer?
Mr. Chair, we were confined with the facts as researchers. So I think as long as if Miss Joey Cruz is giving her opinions and her opinions alone, I think it is beyond our capacity it is beyond our capacity because she is entitled to her own truth. But again, if it's something to do with the known facts, I think we can debunk what is being said. Ayun po. Yun po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, may I ask Mr. De Guzman?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Well, in my opinion, Mr. Chair, it's basically as a reputation management practitioner. I think in that aspect, it's not really a matter of freedom of speech, but it's a matter of, number one, respecting for others. Number two, it's a matter of an ethical practice, whether you're a journalist or even a content creator, because basically your audience has a wide range. They are not just limited to a particular segment who would understand, unless, of course, that's the type of brand that you want to project. So you will really break those ethical rules, those courtesies, and the respect. So that's my personal opinion, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, can I ask the rest of the bloggers if they would like to say something? Yes, go ahead.
Hello. May I?
No, I don't agree with how you stated it, sir, which allegedly she said. Because, well, people can say anything they want, but if it violates the law, then it's illegal, and it still has to be determined if what she said really was illegal or what she did was illegal, and that I think that is for the courts to decide.
I think we have already heard the other bloggers. Those who wish to make a statement, you can do so. But to those who have already made their statement, pwede na siguro yun.
Mr. Chair,
Permission to speak.
gusto ko lang pong sabihin kay Miss Joey, yung batas tungkol sa unjust vexation. Supreme Court has defined unjust vexation as any human conduct without violence that unjustly annoys an innocent person. Yan. Yan ang batas. Oh, the elements of unjust vexation are: there is human conduct that unjustly annoys or irritates another person. Such human conduct was not attended with violence. Such human conduct caused annoyance, irritation, torment, distress, or disturbance to the mind of the person to whom it is directed. An offender acted with criminal intent. That is what unjust vexation is, Ms. Cruz.